Dr. Elena Cross had prepared for first contact her entire career. Studied xenopsychology, learned 17 theoretical alien communication protocols, trained for every possible scenario. But nothing prepared her for the Veshtar. Dr. Cross, Ambassador Thalrin's hologram appeared in her lab. The Veshtar delegation has requested you specifically for their cultural exchange. They've reviewed your credentials and believe you're the ideal candidate. For what exactly? Elena asked, honored but cautious. The Veshtar communicate through neural linking, direct mind-to-mind contact. They wish to share human consciousness to better understand our species. You would be the first human to link with them. A historic moment. Elena's pulse quickened. Direct neural interface. That's unprecedented. What are the risks? The Veshtar assure us it's completely safe. They've linked with 47 species without incident. You'll share thoughts, memories, emotions for approximately 5 minutes. Then disconnect. Simple, clinical, historic. Elena thought about her career, her research, the opportunity to literally connect minds with an alien species. When do we start? Tomorrow. The Veshtar representative, she calls herself Sareth, will meet you at the embassy. Elena, this could change everything we know about interspecies communication. The next day, Elena stood in a sterile white room facing Sareth. The Veshtar was humanoid but distinctly alien, translucent skin showing circuitry like patterns beneath, eyes that shifted through colors like mood rings, delicate features that seemed almost fragile. Dr. Cross? Sareth's voice was like bells. I am honored to share minds with you. You will experience my thoughts. I will experience yours. We will understand each other completely. I'm ready, Elena said, trying to calm her nerves. What do I need to do? Simply relax. Open your mind. I will do the rest. Sareth reached out, her fingers touching Elena's temples. The connection was instant. Elena felt Sareth's presence in her mind. Alien thoughts, beautiful and complex, flowing like water. Memories of distant worlds, of family bonds Elena couldn't quite comprehend, of peace and purpose. It was incredible. Then Sareth touched Elena's memories, and everything changed. Elena felt the Veshtar's presence, recoil, shock, horror, overwhelming distress flooding through their connection. What is this? Sareth's mental voice was panicked. This violence, this chaos, how do you live with this in your mind? Elena didn't understand. She wasn't thinking about anything violent, just her normal thoughts. I don't know what you mean. What are you seeing? Everything! Your species' history! Wars, genocide, destruction! And it is not just history, it is in you. In every human, violence is background noise. Aggression is normal thought process. How are you not consumed by it? Wait, you're accessing all my memories. Elena tried to pull back, but the connection held. Not intentionally, but your mind, it is so loud, so chaotic. Veshtar minds are ordered, peaceful, single stream consciousness. Yours is 1,000 streams all at once. Contradictions, conflicts. You think about helping someone while simultaneously imagining scenarios where they betray you. You feel love and suspicion together. How? Elena realized what was happening. Veshtar minds were simple, linear, peaceful. Human minds were survival machines, constantly running threat assessments, backup plans, worst-case scenarios. What felt normal to Elena was overwhelming chaos to Sareth. Please? Sareth's voice was breaking. Make it stop. The violence in your history, your world wars, your genocides. You carry these as cultural memory. Every human knows them, thinks about them. How do you bear this knowledge? We learn from it. Elena tried to explain through the link. We remember so we don't repeat it. But you do repeat it. I see it in your news. In your current conflicts is wrong, but you do it anyway. You feel guilt and continue. Your mind is at war with itself constantly. That's just human nature, Elena said. We're complicated. We're contradictory. We're terrifying, Sareth interrupted. You are terrifying. I have linked with 47 species. None were like this. None had such capacity for violence existing alongside such capacity for compassion. You are not one thing or another. You are everything at once, and it is too much. Elena felt Sareth trying to disconnect, but something was wrong. The link wasn't breaking. I cannot. The connection is stuck. Your mind is too complex. I am trapped in here. Calm down, Elena said. You're panicking. That's making it worse. Just breathe. Focus. We'll disconnect. I do not want to see more. Please. Your childhood memories, they are mixed with fears of abandonment. Your love for your parents mixed with resentment for their mistakes. Your proudest moments contaminated with imposter syndrome. How do you function like this? That's just being human. Elena was getting frustrated now. We're messy. We're complicated. We contradict ourselves. It's normal. It is not normal. It is chaos. You plan futures while mourning pasts. You love people while maintaining emotional distance. You trust while preparing for betrayal. Every thought has a shadow thought. Every emotion has an opposite emotion waiting. You are not one consciousness. You are thousands fighting for control. Look, I'm sorry my mind isn't as simple as yours, but this is what makes humans strong. We survive because we think of everything. We consider all angles. We prepare for the worst while hoping for the best. You are not strong, you are fragmented. I can feel it. Right now you want to help me, but also you are calculating if I am a threat. You feel guilty for causing my distress, but also annoyed that I am not stronger. You are sympathetic and frustrated simultaneously. How can any being live in such contradiction? Elena felt anger rising. Because that's reality. Life isn't simple. It's not black and white. We deal with complexity by being complex ourselves. This is madness. 5 minutes? You said 5 minutes. How long has it been? 3 minutes, Elena said. 2 more and we disconnect. I cannot survive 2 more minutes in this chaos. Your mind is showing me your darkest thoughts now. The intrusive thoughts, the what-ifs, the terrible scenarios you imagine for no reason. Why do you think about loved ones dying? Why do you imagine disasters that will never happen? I don't control those thoughts. They just happen. But they happen constantly. Your mind generates horror scenarios for entertainment. You imagine worst outcomes as preparation. You think about death daily. This is not normal consciousness. This is torture you inflict on yourselves. It's called anxiety. It's called being human. Elena snapped. Maybe your species is too sheltered to understand. Maybe you've never had to survive real threats. Humans evolved in a world trying to kill us. We developed complex minds because simple ones got eaten. Yes, we're contradictory, but we survived when simpler species died. Sareth went quiet. Then, softly, you are proud of this. Your chaotic mind, you see it as strength. Because it is, we think of everything because we have to. We hold contradictions because life is contradictory. We're violent and peaceful, selfish and generous, scared and brave all at the same time. That's not weakness. That's adaptation. I understand now, Sareth said. Why humans are so successful, so feared. Your minds are weapons. Every human is a tactical computer running infinite scenarios. You do not just survive, you dominate. Because you think like predators and prey simultaneously. You are always hunting and always hiding. Always trusting and always suspicious. Yeah, Elena said. Welcome to the human experience. I want to leave now. Please. This is too much. Your mind is too much. I came to understand. I understand now. Humans are not like other species. You are beautiful and terrifying in equal measure. And I cannot process this contradiction. 1 more minute, Elena said gently. Then it's over, I promise. That final minute felt like an hour. Elena could feel Sareth experiencing human consciousness in all its messy glory. The constant internal dialogue. The self-doubt and self-assurance fighting for dominance. The love and fear intertwined. The hope and cynicism coexisting. When the link finally broke, Sareth collapsed, trembling. Are you okay? Elena asked, concerned. I will recover. But Dr. Cross, I must tell you something. The Veshtar will not be linking with humans again. Ever? Why not? Because in 5 minutes I experienced more emotional and psychological complexity than most Veshtar experience in a lifetime. Your mind is too much, too intense, too conflicted. Beautiful, yes, but overwhelming. Sareth looked at Elena with new understanding and new fear. We came to learn about humans. To understand your species. I understand now. And that understanding is terrifying. You are not simple. You are infinite complexity in finite form. Every human carries entire universes of thought and emotion. You are all, every single one of you, almost incomprehensible to species like mine. I'm sorry I overwhelmed you, Elena said. Do not apologize. You showed me truth. Humans are something we did not expect. Something the galaxy should know about. You are not dangerous because of your technology or your weapons. You are dangerous because of your minds. Because you think too much, feel too much, consider too much. You are psychological warriors, whether you know it or not. Elena smiled sadly. So no more cultural exchanges, not like this. We will study humans from distance, safe distance, where we cannot be consumed by your mental chaos. Sareth stood, still shaking. Thank you, Dr. Cross, for the experience. For the understanding, I will carry this for the rest of my life. Your mind, in all its contradiction and complexity, it was the most terrifying and beautiful thing I have ever experienced. After Sareth left, Elena sat alone, thinking about what had happened. Humans had always wondered if they were unique, if their way of thinking was special. Now she knew. The complexity they took for granted, The chaos they lived with daily was incomprehensible to simpler minds. They weren't just another species, they were something else entirely. Minds that held universes, consciousness that embraced contradiction, and the galaxy was right to be terrified. Because humans didn't just survive with their chaotic minds. They thrived. They built civilizations while fighting themselves. They loved while preparing for loss. They hoped while expecting disaster. They were walking contradictions that somehow worked. Ambassador Thalran's call came an hour later. Decker Cross, the Veshtar have withdrawn from all cultural exchange programs with humanity. What happened in there? They looked inside a human mind, Elena said simply, and couldn't handle what they saw. That's unprecedented. Should we be concerned? No. Elena smiled. They should be. They just learned that every human is more complex than they can imagine. That our minds are weapons they can't comprehend. That we're not simple enough to predict or understand. Is that a good thing? For us? Yes. Let the galaxy humans are complicated, contradictory, chaotic, and absolutely unstoppable because of it. She ended the call and looked at her reflection. Behind her eyes was the chaos that had broken an alien mind in 5 minutes. The endless thoughts, the contradictions, the complexity, and she wouldn't change it for anything, because that chaos made her human. And being human, she just learned, was more powerful than any alien could imagine.